Figured I'd come on tonight and see if anybody wanted to talk about what's going on. Stay on here for a couple minutes and see. Nobody wants to talk, and we'll do something else later. How are you, Macomb Kennels? I'm going to make it. I guess I'm like everybody else, just a little stressed out about all this election nonsense. Oh, okay. I'll just give it to you right now. What about that? And you said you were from where in North Alabama? Okay. Yeah, I lived in Arley for a little while. And then before that, lived in Killen for about 3 years. I lived in Arley for a couple of months, 3 or 4 months, something like that. Used to be a guy out there that built drag cars. He rebuilt a roll cage on a 27 T-bucket roadster I used to race. That'll work. I don't know. I was just killing time tonight, tired of looking at stuff about election and everything else. Hey, TJ, there'll be some other people having some live streams in a little while that have a lot more people than I do. Did you go by Walmart out there again, TJ? Not yet. Okay. I saw somebody saying sugar had gone from like $7 for 10 pounds up to $11. Might be something you want to check on. Yeah, I've got to get a pickup order together. So it's jumped to almost $4. Yeah, that's about what I figure I'll spend on this next trip. Well, I'm pretty sure God's going to have mercy on us, but they said there'll be 7 years of bad before 7 years of good, or vice versa. But now we all know if this was switched around and it was the opposite of the parties, and they thought the red party was doing all the underhanded stuff, that it would be just utter chaos. That'll work. I'll give you my cell phone number. Of course, if we was all like TJ, we'd have it made. Oh, you're still young. I don't tell everything, TJ. You know, the person that bears most watching is one that says the least. You've never noticed that? Like I say, the hit dog always yells loudest. So I'm just going to be quiet and ease around. And if you'll notice, the friends you talked about, they don't go around saying everything they know. Well, hopefully you don't get down to the horses. We used to have rabbits. Now I found out what they meant by multiplying like rabbits. I think at one time we had, or let me rephrase that, my daughter had like 30 something rabbits. Well, you in Jasper, you got plenty of areas. Jasper's kind of remote if you get over around Arley and around Smith Lake, and a lot of interesting history over around Smith Lake. Yeah, like I say, out around Arley and all out there. What did they call it? The old jail? Oh, it's a jail pit or something where they kept the prisoners and they were just like down a great big hole. Y'all excuse me, I got to drink my tea. Well, hi, Michelle. How are you tonight? I'm doing all right. Hi, Ladette. No, you're not late. Well, you're lucky you got something beside a Walmart. It's getting where most everything is just Walmart, Kroger, or you may have one locally owned grocery store. No, I asked about up around Harley, there used to be an old jail or something. They had a pit that basically they kept prisoners in or something. Oh, Michelle, you got all those high dollar name stores. We don't get those fancy stores in the South. At least not around where I'm at. I didn't know you could do anything but buy sales. That's the only way I like to buy stuff when it's on sale. Well, I don't drink sugar, but the tea, yeah, I keep up with the tea. What are you cooking, TJ? Yeah, I like watching TJ. Oh no, I'll be there in a minute, TJ. You just hang on and save me some. That is my absolute next to steak. That's my favorite. That's true, Ladette. Well, I had pizza for supper, so where are you at, Michelle? I couldn't remember. I've seen you post it somewhere else, but I can't remember. And I don't remember where you said you were from, Ladette. Oregon. Oh my Lord. I got an ex-wife from Oregon. I should have known when you said Fred Myers. Well, I'm originally from over just across the line in Columbus, Mississippi. I'm just 4 miles into Alabama now, so northeast Alabama. So we've got we've got Jasper, and you're in northeast. So that covers a lot. You could be around what? You could be Killing or Muscle Shoals or Boaz. Okay, that's a lot further north. Well, yeah, you did say northeast, so I'm thinking northwest. I've been to Boaz about twice. Used to have the outlet mall in Boaz. Well, where is it up there? It's it's Portland and is it Seattle? They're right across the state line from each other. Okay, because I know that ex had wherever she lived. I think her mother lived like in Seattle. It's like across the river from her grandparents or something. I can't remember. Not that it matters. She was kind of Fruit Loop anyway. Of course, it could have been me. I don't know. Was anybody heard anything else about? I saw a bunch of military vehicles on some transport barges. Yeah, everything's good around here. And my daughter went to town to where'd she go? Little Caesars Pizza, and she said some of the people in there in town were acting kind of strange. Well, she said they were just kind of overly nice. I don't. Our town is supposed to be a hospitality city, but our people are some of the rudest in the South in that town. So maybe they were just being, maybe they had a little change of heart or something. I heard a while back, Ladette, that Florence, Alabama was expecting some trouble. It'll be places down here like Atlanta. I don't probably Atlanta, Birmingham. I don't know how much problem Tuscaloosa could have. Probably Jackson, Mississippi, up toward Memphis, Jackson, like I say, Hattiesburg. Those are the bigger cities in Mississippi. I have heard. I had a friend that was a nurse on, excuse me, a nurse on Life Flight that flew in and out of Birmingham. Well, all around up there, but they actually shot at the Life Flight helicopter one night over Birmingham. Uh, well, they're going to contest the election. It's going to court. I mean, they can't just come up with all these mail-in ballots and whatnot. They're going to have to be certified. I hope. Um, I don't think the president Donald Trump is going to let them just bulldoze over him and say, "Well, this is the way it is," and just roll over and play dead. I'm sure there'll be a recount, TJ. I hope and pray there will be anyway. She's cooking. Don't let her burn that cube steak. Did you invite your neighbor over for supper, TJ? Yeah. If I could get over there, I guarantee you I would. Like I say, that's just about my favorite thing. Especially if somebody knows how to cook it. I kind of figured that was the answer, TJ, but I thought I'd just put it out there. Michelle, you need to find somebody to kill you an elk. Why are you stressed? Well, now down here, the grocery stores we go to, they'll have minute steak and cube steak. And the cube steak is always more tender than the minute steak. Why be stressed when there's nothing you can do about it? All you can do is be as ready as you can be and go from there. Well, I've had 4 coming in my yard and I've given them a pass, but we start having some good cool days. Yeah, I'll I'll get what I can get. They have a bad habit. They like to come right up the edge of the driveway, which I have several trees on the outside of my driveway that my garage faces. What's minute steak? It's basically cube steak that's or maybe like a Swiss steak or something that's been run through the tenderizer. It's a little tougher version minute steak is than cube steak. It seems like it has a little more gristle in it. But nothing beats fresh backstrap out of deer. Especially if you get the inner tenderloin. Get the tenderloin from, of course, some people call both of it backstrap, but one of it's inside and one of it's on the actual back. It's very, very rich if you get it fresh. The biggest thing is, Mr. McComb, is just to stay alert. Well, you have to make those priority decisions. In this area, we couldn't buy freezers. You were on a waiting list for probably 3 months to get a freezer. Y'all forgive me if y'all hear my bulldog snoring. Yeah, I could I can understand you not wanting to hit a horse. Actually, you hear her, TJ. My male's not snoring right this second. I have a little female that's not quite a year old yet. She's about 9 months old, something like that. I don't know because she's pretty good distance away from the computer and she's loud. Now, my male, I snore and he'll wake me up and I can't go back to sleep. I only have my refrigerator and one small freezer. No, I've got two freezers, but one of them's just for fish bait. Oh, I see. That's what I was saying to somebody in another chat that they were worried about having a place to put all their stuff, and it may be time to think about a storage building somewhere. Well, what is a Dutch Shepherd? I've never even heard of a Dutch Shepherd. Is it like similar to a German Shepherd, wire haired? What? Yeah, well, up until I had this little issue that I've got right now, I fished all the big catfish tournaments up around Florence and Decatur and up in that area on the Tennessee River, and then some on the Mississippi River. The reason I tell people I have time to research their questions is because I am temporarily wheelchair bound. I contracted West Nile, which set off viral meningitis, and viral meningitis set off a autoimmune disease called CIDP, and all three of those will attack the covering on the nerves throughout your body, and all three of them attack nerves in my legs. Bigger than a German Shepherd. Okay. Yeah, but it's a lot better for it to be me than somebody else. It's been November 24th will be a year. But I almost didn't make it, so I had a lady told me I didn't have, but I did have. I had a collie, a Lassie type collie that got up to 120 pounds. And the lady told me that it was no way that he was not purebred. And he was purebred, but you know how people are in the South, if they cook any kind of meat, they fry it, they make gravy. Uh, my mother, she fried food. She made gravy and she didn't put the gravy on the table. She gave it to him and poured it over his food. And he was 120 pounds of Lassie collie. He was a tricolor, black, white, and tan. Well, I'm glad I'm with y'all too. I hope I stay for a while. I'm about to get back to, if I can get my left leg to working, I'll get back to walking. That's the only thing I've got to, when I get it started back, I'll be going again. Puts quite a damper on my fishing. Yeah. It was at first, there was a lot of pain with it. Well, I've got a Boston Terrier that weighs almost 50 pounds, if you want to talk about a fat dog. But he's happy. It's just like having two more kids to me. I call my male son all the time, and he actually answers to it. I had never thought of. I'm going to look him up. Hmm. They look like a cross between a German Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois. Gas went up a little bit here. It's about 189. Right here close to me, it was 169 in Tuscaloosa, about 60 miles from the other day. Now, this was day before yesterday when I saw gas prices. So they could have went up. Miss McComb, are the Dutch Shepherds, are they hard to train? Oh, so they're hard headed. Goodness, Michelle, it's not what, about quarter to five, quarter to, you're three, about a quarter to four on the West Coast. Oh, they're easy and willing to please. Quarter to six. I was off. I was thinking it was 3 hours, not two. Food saver for $10 is a good price. The best deal I've done recently was my All American canner for $25. Yeah, I know it was. It's the it's not a big one. It's a small one. I would prefer to have a bigger one. I missed a bigger one for 150. It was maybe a 23 quart. I want to say. Are they very expensive dogs? I know Boston Terriers range from $400 up. Okay, TJ, we'll be jealous while you eat. I'd look for a food saver on the marketplace on Facebook. I've got one and I don't use it. I need to, but I don't. I'd almost rather dry can stuff than use a food saver. Yard sales, estate sales. I love estate sales. I like cast iron, so I tend to go to them and get cast iron quite a bit. Well, we lost TJ. I think we've lost Ladette. No, she's just hanging around. We're showing 5 people in here, but we've got a couple, 3 lurkers that's not saying anything. I guess they're just, I'm so pretty, they're sitting back looking at me. Laundry's no fun. Yeah, when you get when they're German bred, they usually do. I expect the Rottweilers and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I understand. I understand, Michelle. Well, you have a good night too. Stay safe. Don't work too hard on the laundry. I forgot who was doing a live stream a little while. I think Angry Prepper and somebody's going to be doing a live stream at 8. But I forgot who it was. Urban Prepper and Angry Prepper are going to have a live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern. So at 8 o'clock, they're going to have a live stream. I'll shut this one down at 8, so anybody watching can go over there and check them out. They have a little more content, a few more questions, and a lot more people than I have, but oh well. I just like getting on here hanging out to talk to people. Breaks up my day. Kind of network with people close to me. You never know when you're liable to be somewhere and need some help with something. You could have a flat tire, blow a radiator hose, or oh, you left. Well, I appreciate that. They'll be back on in about 7 minutes here. I'm going to try not to step on their toes with it. I've got an app on my phone where I can actually go mobile, not going through YouTube. But then I realized that I could go live on YouTube through my laptop. So I started trying to do that, trying to build up my channel a little bit. Like I say, being in this chair, it passes my time to help other people. Just got something that come across my phone that some kind of protest was going to be going on this weekend. Let's see. I got an email saying there was an organized protest going to happen starting this weekend all around the country. The plan is to keep the truckers from making deliveries. The suggestion was made to buy a few weeks of groceries and be on the safe side. This person went to Kroger, said this evening the shelves are slimming down, and I know people are stocking up, or if Kroger needs to restock, but literally bought the last box of minute rice and grits. There was only a few cans of chili left. Well, that's coming from my area right there. So I've got another channel that I was doing for fishing, and so that was where I just started this a while back, just to have more to do. I thought I might be able to lend all the years of everything that I've done when I was a kid. Daniel Boone and David Crockett and all that stuff was my favorite kind of TV shows. I was in the Boy Scouts. I loved being outside. When I came home from school, I dropped my books and was in the woods. I didn't sit in the house and watch TV after school. I just had to be home by dark. It didn't make any difference how cold it was. The only way I didn't go was if it was raining. Well, stopping the food trucks will make them dependent on state-run food. Does that make sense? Food banks, that kind of thing, and whatever the state can hand out. Now they're saying even toilet papers, the toilet paper's getting low again. Yeah, we had horses when I was young. We had Tennessee Walkers. Yeah, it's gonna be one of the things I'm gonna purchase. I meant to today. Uh, I'm on a fixed income now since I hadn't been able to work in the past year, and they cut my pay over half. But I have some seeds and stuff already, and then I'll get some more. And then where I live, one of my neighbors has got a garden spot right across the road from me, and he didn't use it. So I've talked to him. I can use it next year. And then I've got a good big area behind my place on the backside of it for a good sized garden. And on the neighbor's property, he's got a creek that runs through it. And I can always water out of that creek for that plot. And then I'll have to do something about water up here. Oh, yeah, I've got at least a year of the cleaning supplies and stuff. The thing that I like, if you looked on one of my videos, was that whatever the name of it is, that bleach that I got. I really like that tablet bleach. You get 32 tablets in a little bottle for less than $3 at Walmart. It was you that went to Walmart and found some, wasn't it, Miss McComb? Anyway, those tablets, one tablet doing a gallon of bleach, you got 32 gallons in that one little bottle. That's a yeah, that's a lot of bleach. I won't be buying bleach by the gallon again. Yeah, I've got a few canning jars, but I hadn't got nearly as many as I would like to have. True, that is less room. Yeah, I bought some. I don't remember what kind it is, but I bought it off Amazon for less than $1 a bar. And I noticed somebody was talking about making their laundry soap that they just take a cheese grater and they grate it up per load, so they don't use as much of it just by grading it up per load. That's a lot of 5 gallon buckets. Did you get them from the deli or did you buy them from the back in the other? My daughter used to fuss at me about my 5 gallon buckets. You can always find a use for a 5 gallon bucket. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. They come from bakery, they're food grade anyway. All right, been on here for an hour and 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes. I'll get that email. Well, that's good. You got 2 free bedrooms for storage. That's where I keep all my stuff in one of my bedrooms. I want to convert the garage up and put some shelves, but hadn't been able to yet. I have an old school bus that's still intact and still, it doesn't leak or anything. That's just the body that I can use for storage outside. And then I've got my shop. Thinking about making kind of a greenhouse out of that school bus. But I'm gonna get off here right now, and I'll get that email, and we'll swap out numbers. Yeah. Did you not get my email earlier? I thought I gave it to you. You were looking for a pen. There you go. But I'm gonna get off here, and I will catch up with you tomorrow. Have a good night.